This is a short video to show you how to use a battery management board. You can see on the screen, this is the board that we're going to be using. So this protects against overcharging, over-discharging and short circuit. You can use the batteries directly without using a battery management board, but it's not advisable. You can create a lot of problems and you can create fires, not good. We're going to attach this to this device here, which is just a battery holder that's used mainly for PCBs. This is the battery holder. You can see on the side here these little clips, they stick out a little bit. So that's where it plugs into the PCB. And this is where the 18650 batteries go. So these batteries will fit in like that. This is just an old battery that I've reclaimed. The good thing about this sort of battery holder is it can go in both ways. Although it's got a plus and minus marked inside there, you can just ignore that. It doesn't really make a difference. None of the connectors actually connect together. And the bonus about this is that you can connect these directly or solder these directly to the battery management board. So the battery management board is this device here. For some reason, when I've tried to solder on the top side of this, the solder just didn't want to stick. There's an extra layer of some material, so you can get that material off by heating it up and just sort of pushing it out of the way, but it's a bit awkward. So I'm going to approach this a different way. I'm going to solder onto the back and have this way around. By the way, I'm going to put the links to the parts on the video below. So once this is connected up, I'm going to connect to this 11 volts to this one, 3.7 to this one, and 0 to this one, and 7.4. And the reason I'm doing that is because of this. So on the right-hand side where the battery goes in, you're going to have negative at the bottom and positive at the top. So that's going to give you 4.7. A minimum of 3.7. So that's going to be that connector to there. So that connector to the 3.7. 4.2 is the maximum voltage. So that's when it's fully charged. Then we're going to connect the positive to the negative. So this is going to be in series. So we're going to get from the 3 batteries, it's going to be 12.6. That negative is going to go down and we're going to have 8.4 volts. So that's going to connect, so 7.4 minimum, 8.4 maximum. And then that's going to connect to the 12.6 volts. It's going to go to the 11.1 volts. So 11.1 minimum and 12.6 maximum. I'm just going to pause the video. I've already soldered the P plus and P minus. So what I need to do now is I need to flip that over and I need to glue it. The reason why I'm not doing that side up is because these surfaces are a bit fiddly. So I'm going to do it this side up where I can actually easily solder onto that. But to do that I just want to get a bit of distance between the chips and the board, so they've got a bit of breathing space. So this is a device that I bought a while ago. It's a hot glue, portable hot glue. So it's just got an 18650 inside it. And this is so useful. Just for any odd jobs or any electronic bits. We're also insulating the cable at the same time. Let's just flip that around and we put it about there. And that's it. You can see we've got a bit of distance underneath there between the actual chips and the surface, a little bit of air space. Okay, so that is a Bosch glue pen, well worth the purchase. The next stage is to solder the connectors on. So I'm going to put on the 11 volts first, which is the shorter cable here. So solder that on first. always clip these down after. There we go, I think that's a good solid connection. Probably just need to, still a bit hot. Slightly too long, so I'm just going to clip a little bit off. Probably not the best soldered job, but it looks like it's stuck. Now for the next cable. Side done. It's still hot, so I'm going to carry on with the next one. Just bring this down here to see which connectors need to go on. So 0 volts needs to be that one. Shorter side. Seems to have gone easier. And the other side is actually still cold, which is good. So let's get that on there. That's stuck down. We've got the final one, which is 8.4, 7.2 minimum. It's going to go over there. Seems to have stuck. I'm just going to wrap it around again, so just hold on it in place. That's that one done. looks like it's done too. So that's soldering done. The next thing I need to do is to put on the stickers for the battery, so we know where the positive and negatives should go. Like I said, the markings on here, can't really see it in this light, but we're going to ignore those and we're going to stick some else in. So I'm just going to pause it there while I'll come back when I've got the stickers done. Right, I'm back with the label printer. So what I'm going to do is just create 4 pluses. I only need 3, but I'm just getting an extra one just in case I make a mistake. And you can see I've got the 4 pluses there. So what I'm going to do is just cut them to size. That's 1. And that's the 4th. That's all them done. So I'm going to now stick them onto the labeler. Right, so I'm now back with the device. So we've got the batch management system connected up, and we just need to put the pluses in the right place. So this is the more tricky bit, is actually getting the things unpeeled when they're smaller. There we go, got one off. Just got to roll it in the right way. Okay, so where we've got the 3.7 up there, so if we trace that around, that's going to be a plus. Then we've got the 7.4, which is this one, so that's going to be a plus. We've got the 11.1, which is going to be a plus. So this has been a bit awkward. I'm trying to get him uphill. There we go. Then we've got a plus up there. So that one to that one. Okay, so now we need to actually connect the connectors between them. I'm just going to get the soldering iron again. Right, I've got the cables to sizes. So I need the positive to negative, so that's going to be over here, there. So I'm just going to get the soldering iron out again. Let's grab the solder. Let's see whether we can actually get this connected in. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually cut a little bit more off it. Or maybe I can just do it that way and then bend it over. There we go. Next one on. Good connection. We need to do the same for this one as well. final connection over here. Yep, both of those are solid. Okay, so that's all done. So I think the next thing to do is just test it. I'll do my tester out. Just do a continuous test. So that one's fine. And these two up here, positive to negative. Okay, so we've got connections there, so that's all good. Let's stick some batteries in it. I'm just going to stop it while I'm back with the batteries. So I'm going to connect positive there. The idea was easy to put them in flat rather than one end in first. So that's that. And then a positive on this side. So if we test the voltage here, so stick this there. There we go, that's a much better connection. And if we try 0 to here, we've got 12 volts, which we're expecting, because this is the output. So if we try this negative, it's positive, we're getting 12 volts. Obviously, I've got to put it the right way around to get the positive. So that's giving us 12 volts. So that's this battery management system implemented. I'm going to do one more thing. This is to protect the circuit. I'm just going to put some hot glue over each of the connectors to insulate it. So there'll be two things. One, it'll insulate it, but it'll also keep the connection secure. And that's it.